Welcome to this week's episode of Liken the Scriptures to Me. This is Season 1, Episode 12. Welcome, and thank you so much for your support and watching this video. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different than our prior episodes in the respect that we're going to focus more on a topic. The topic that we're going to focus on is faith and having enough faith to move mountains. I've often thought about this topic and thought, well, do I not even have as much faith as small as a seed of mustard? I'm not moving mountains physically. I'm not moving mountains with my faith. Those mountains are still there and I don't see how I could move them. Well, tonight I went to something called a stake conference. The stake conference I went to tonight was specifically for men and women, adults, that are a part of my faith. One of the topics they really focused a lot on was thinking celestial and maintaining our faith amidst trials and difficulties. One of the things that was pointed out, that we move mountains with having faith. We move mountains when we overcome a trial or a difficulty. And this made me think, wow, I have moved a lot of mountains in my life. Relating this to my own life and thinking about me having enough faith to move mountains in my own life, wow, that really made me feel good. How many times have you come up against something difficult? Whatever it is, finances, having an issue in a relationship, working through a difficulty with your child, a sister, a parent, a friend, a boss. Maybe you have just felt so overwhelmed in your life and you felt like giving up, but instead of giving up, you continued to work through it until you've either resolved the issue or the issue has passed naturally. I'm proud of you for continuing to work through those difficulties. I'm proud of myself for enduring things that I have felt have been very difficult. The last couple of weeks, I faced a lot of things that would have been easy for me to just give up on. One of them being very close to me and involving one of my children, and a determination as to whether or not they'll spend their last year of being a teenager with me or with their dad. Hoping to hear back on a court decision regarding custody. My son went back with his dad on Friday, a couple of days ago. This was extremely difficult for me because school starts this next week, either on Wednesday at his dad's house or Friday with me. I feel bad that there wasn't something else I could do and be able to help us get a decision faster. Knowing that my son may have to go back and forth, not knowing where he's going to be really going to school until he actually starts school. And then he may have to change schools again. When you're faced with something difficult that ties into your children, your job, a relationship, especially if it's been a long-term relationship, either with a spouse or a friend or a family member, it can be really difficult to work through those things. If there's any difficulties at work, that can be another really hard one. You go to work to earn a living, help provide for your family, and hopefully have enough left over to enjoy some fun things in your life. When you get sick, and if you're down or off work for a while, the finances that you would have had may not be there. This can pose a stress or difficulty in meeting your financial obligations. All of these things, as we work through them, when we work through them with faith in Jesus Christ and our Heavenly Father's plan, It's a way of moving mountains. I appreciate so much that I have the ability to move mountains of stress, pain, sickness, difficulties with meeting financial obligations, and whatever else there might be that comes up for me. None of us are exempt from experiencing something difficult or a hardship. And when we work through those things, guess what? That is moving mountains. This is something for you to ponder about until next week, and think about how you have moved mountains in your life. Please share comments below, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.